And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our third broadcast of the day here. Welcome back to ESL Open Cup number 206 Americas. Earlier today we were casting the Asia Cup, then the European Cup, and now we're here with the trifecta, with the final Open Cup of the day, the Americas. We made it. I was able to get some breakfast in between. I did some laundry. I was able to edit some VODs for like an hour, and then bam, we're back. Let's go. the StarCraft casting just does not end. And a big shout out to some of the people that I see in the chat that were here earlier for EU and even for Asia as well. Oh my god, you're crazy, Bobby, you're crazy. But a shout out to Warehog. I see Locke in the chat, Lord of Terrence, or Terran Lord, of course. Salko, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Thank you so much, Chance, for the 100 bits. Thank you so much, do appreciate it. I think there's like a discount or a sale or something going on at the moment, so they can, like, Twitch gives extra bits. So thank you for the bits, Chance. We do appreciate it. Tater Tutor, Becoeta, and Complete as well. And we are diving into our first game, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Side Delta, we have the American Terran. Representing Storm Gaming, it is Epic. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the South Korean Zerg player. I should fix the name because that is not quite what he's called. The South Korean Zerg player representing the Platinum Heroes. I believe still representing the Platinum Heroes, if I'm not mistaken. It is threepoint. Not Soki. Is from South Korea, yes. Is a Zerg player, yes. Is not Soki, is threepoint. Of course, the up-and-coming, more amateur Korean Zerg player. Just barely missed out on playing last night in ESL Asia, but he is here at least for Americas. For the Americas, and he's going to be going for a hatch gas pool opener. Now, threepoint has been known for being very aggressive and very cheesy at times. So my eyes are definitely on threepoint for how he does approach this. It's been a while. I haven't cast a threepoint in a good couple of months. Very long time, actually. Quite a number of months. So I'm happy to see threepoint once again. I miss him, Padre. I miss him. He used to be more of a regular in the Sparkling Tunic Cup. Nowadays, a little bit less so, as he's going to be taking that third base. Reaper comes in, going to be dancing with the links here of threepoint, and is going to be able to zone this away without losing too much. One of the links does get very low. Oh, and even the drones a little bit as well. Oof. From here, one drone does fall a Ling as well. Hey, this is getting a bit out of hand here. This should not be happening. As the final drone does get morphed into the Spore Crawler, and we will keep it alive, thankfully. Whew. But so far, pretty good. Oh no, he's back! No, Epic! Epic, he comes back in. He snipes the drone, 2 dead workers and 1 Ling. Very good trades here from Epic. Doesn't look like a lot, but this early on, this is quite impactful. Behind this, Epic going for a 1-1-1. We have a delayed third TC. A very aggressive build here from Epic. Delaying his third in favor of the Starport. Is going to be going for Hellions into an add-on top. Tech Lab is on the way for, I imagine, Banshee production, and we are going to be quite committed here from the side of the Terran. Quite committed indeed. Behind this, we are going to be settling in as well. We do have a threepoint going for a hatch gas pool in towards our third base. Going to be droning on up, forcing back that Reaper for the time being. But again, Epic has had a good start. Has already had a good start. We could even commit and throw down an armory and go for something like a Hellbat push as well, just to capitalize. And there it is. Cloak Banshees are on the way. Hellions, they do take down one of the tumors. And oh, they get the second tumor. Oh my. Epic, calm down. Takes down 2 tumors here in the end. Is amassing his Hellions, working towards his Tech Lab for eventually Stim, I imagine. And a threepoint has been struggling a little bit here to hold on. He has not had the easiest of times here in the early game, and hopefully he is able to recover, as he's now just main running over. There's that third CC on the way, but again, this third CC is delayed here in favor of the Banshee harass. And so far, we are not quite set up for that yet. Threepoint, he is aware of the 1-1-1, has gotten eyes on all these Hellions as they do dive on in. They do get the tumors once again. Epic being so annoying here to threepoint, just shutting down some of these tumors. Oh my god, he almost gets another. There's still 1 tumor active here on the right-hand side. as we're going to be rotating around again, keeping these queens pinned. And while the queens are busy, while more teamers go down, and he goes straight for the middle line, he goes for the dive. Ooh. Will pull back though. Will pull back will not commit. And here come those Banshees. Oh, sorry, Reaper into the main base. Trying to get a read on what's going on. There is going to be a Spore Crawler in that natural. We do catch a couple of transferring with drones. 2 drones go down. Pretty good trades so far. We have a Spore in every single base behind this. Here we go. Banshees are moving out. Interesting. So, okay, so we only invest into 2. Cloak, I believe, has completed here. And even though we have Spore Crawlers, even though we have Queens in position, these Banshees can still get damage done. Can still get in there. So we rotate towards that third base. Behind this, Epic working towards his 5-rack setup here, which is going to be pretty standard here on 3 bases. There we go. Banshees, they do dive in. They can one-shot drones. 1, 2, 3 workers already going to be going down. Very nice damage here. We're going to dive on even further. Past the third base, threatening that natural as well. Getting a couple more drones. Queens are getting in position, but again, we can avoid the Queens. The Hellions are going for the dive. The Queens, the Lings, a little bit late to the party. We get into the middle line. Drones are going to get roasted. And how much damage will we get on the Lings? They get stuck here at the SimCity. The terrain working against the Lings. And we get 10 workers, and we roast up so many of these Lings as well. Meanwhile, the Banshees, they're not done. One of them got taken out, but the other is still wreaking havoc. How many dead workers in total? 17 over a mineral line. Oh my god. Not like this. Gonna be 18 drones in total. Behind this, Epic, of course, getting his third base up and running. Working towards, again, his 5-rack setup here, saturating his bases. Tanks are getting in position. And he's going to be hitting a pretty strong timing with 1-1. 1-1 is on the way in a couple of seconds. Will be completed, and we are pushing out with our drop. And 3-point has been stuck, recovering. Is going into +1 range and +1 carry base. Is going for a roach heavy composition. But before he can get into his roaches, here come the Marines. Marines are rotating over. We do have stim. Again, we don't want to hit an anti-timing. It's still 5 seconds away. 1-1 just now kicking in, just in time for the attack. We do get 1 queen. We get 1 queen for our troubles. Again, third base up and running here. I'm curious if we're going to commit to 8 Raxes. We'll keep an eye on the production tab here. So far, we're on 5. We'll see if we take gases at the third base and go for another one of those factories. Until then, 3-point trying to keep up. Trying to keep up. We dive on it. We focus down some of these roaches. A Ravager as well. Very good pickups here from Epic. Meanwhile, Sulky, he is done droning. He's been able to saturate up to 67 workers. He's cutting workers here, and he's amassing roaches. It looks like 3-point, his plan here is to hit a timing with 1-1, roach speed, and just send it across the map. These tanks are in a good position, yes, but we do need a buffer for them. We do need something to defend. Job's coming in towards the north. 3-point spinning up his army. Marines are going to be forced back. So far, 3-point, he is keeping up. And again, he's cutting workers early on. It's looking like an all-in. It's looking like 3-point. Yep, he's about to max out. He's maxing out on pure Roach Ravager. Not the most efficient army, but a terrifying army nonetheless. And we have to respect it. Banshees are going to help. Tanks are going to help. We do have a bunker, thankfully, but we need more. Here we go. Sulky is pushing. Sulky? 3-point. 3-point is pushing. Nice. He's sulky game. What do you want from me? Yeah, busting through those rocks. 3-point going to be committing. At the same time, Drops, they're going to be keeping back some of the army, delaying this push for as long as we can. Meanwhile, Epic, he doesn't see the main army. He's not ready for this. One of those tanks caught unsieged. And we do have the 360 surround. We unsiege. Oh my god. We unsiege at a really rough moment. Going for the re-siege, but the Roach Ravager, it's breaking on through. Very unfortunate timing for Epic. Unsieging everything at the wrong time. Boys are being pulled. 1 tank is wreaking havoc. And it looks like we should be able to clean this up, but 15 SCVs are going down. Ay, ay, ay. A brutal trade here again. Literally the worst moment to unsiege. He will clean up the Roach Ravager though. But Epic lost his entire mineral line and his tanks in the process. Ay, ay, ay. And he wants to counterattack. He's waiting for some reinforcements. Behind this, 3-point, rebuilding his roaches, did lose all his ravagers, bear that in mind. Epic no longer in a commanding position, and now down in workers, down in economy. Big shout out to Y-Shark. Big shout out to Y-Shark in the chat. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. Hope you had a good time. Welcome to the beginning here of ESL Open Cup Americas. And again, the roaches are coming from behind. They get on top of the tanks. Once again, both tanks go down. Big pickoffs. Biles, they take down the Banshee. Very crisp Biles there from 3-point. Shuts down the Banshees. A massive Doom drop into the main base. That's a lot of medevacs. But I'm not too sure we have enough to really break through all these roaches. Looks like we do. It brings a stim on forward. They avoid the roaches, go straight for the main base. At the same time, a big counterattack. Once again, boys are being pulled, and it looks like 3-point has broken the third base. Cleans up all the SCVs back at home. Epic, does he have enough? He does. He keep pushing. Catches some reinforcements, threatens the main base. Queens are going to be coming in. They're caught off for creep. They can't transfuse. Up. It's going to be close. It's hard to see what's going on underneath all those medevacs, but we are taking the fight. Yeah, we do take down the Queens. We go toe-to-toe with the roaches as well. Epic, can he pull it off with his Doom drop? He's committed. Planetary cross map trying to hold on. Looks like we do clean up the reinforcements. Roach is going down. We take down a Mineral Line. GG gets called, and Epic will take game number 1. Whew. Oh my god. GG. That was close. That was almost disastrous. Again, it's so unfortunate that Epic didn't see the Roach push coming, so as it attacked, Epic happened to unsiege all of his tanks. Oh my god, that made the defense that much more difficult for Epic. But despite that, despite things working against him, he was still able to overcome. He was still able to bounce back, counterattack. To be fair, he was all in. He was all in with his counterattack with the Doom drop into the main base. Likewise, so was 3-point, as he also went for a pseudo base trade. But Epic did get out of hand, did snowball out of control. GG does take game 1, but it's a best of 3. Best of 3. We have plenty more games ahead of us. Let's go. Let us go. Getting ready for game 2. The Direct Strike Arcade. Oh, fair enough. Why Shark? I'm sorry, We Shark. My bad. We Shark. I think that's yeah. We all good. All good. I hope you enjoy Direct Strike. I've never played it myself. I'm familiar with it, I guess. I think it's like a lane arcade game where there are like different lanes and you create like waves of units against your opponent, ? Never dabbled too much into it, but hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Welcome, of course, welcome to ESL Open Cup Americas. Still our first best of 3. And we're getting into game number 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the red Terran player representing Storm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is Epic. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the purple Zerg player representing the Platinum Heroes. It is 3-point. We go. See in chat, worst tanks ever. Prof Nuggy, PhD, what? Again, the tank positioning wasn't bad. It was just an unfortunate unsiege. It was just a really unfortunate unsiege. Epic didn't have eyes on the main army, so he wasn't aware that a push was arriving. Ooh, as 3-point is looking to make use of his aggressive nature. Again, for those who are maybe unaware of 3-point, he's a South Korean Zerg player, very aggressive typically, and he is going for a gas first. Gas pool into hatchery opener with a faster gas geyser. We can go into a roach rush, we can go into a bane bust, we can go into a link flood. We have options available here for 3-point. So we'll see where our gas is going to be spent. There's that hatchery on the way. Meanwhile, Epic back at home, just going for a standard opener himself. Should be going for an SCV scout to get a read on what is happening. There it is. SCV is moving out. With this SCV scout, he's going to be confirming the delayed hatchery, and we'll be trying to get a read on exactly what is happening, you know, whether it is a roach warren or not. Ling speed is being researched. We don't pull out of gas. This could be a Bane bust. Again, it does take 50 gas to throw down the Baneling nest. We could also still go for a Ling speed as well as a Ravager all in behind it. Very committed regardless here from 3-point. As you don't stay in gas without good reason. So we'll see how that gas is going to be spent. SCV Scout comes in. He does confirm the late hatchery. The Lings, and ooh, I think he saw the saturation. Not quite. There it is. There's the Baneling nest. So once the SCV Scout goes down, Bane Bust. Bane Bust is upon us. Oh boy, and this is gonna hit like a truck. Epic back at home in the dark. He's keeping his Reaper back at home, which is what you should do. The Reaper is back at home because Lings are moving out across the map, and if the Reaper left, then the Lings would delay the CC. And for all Epic knows, it could just be pull first into a macro game. Like, that is not unheard of. But here we go. The Lings are keeping this Reaper back at home, which means we don't know what is coming up next. We don't know what is happening. We're trying to keep up with these Lings, but Ling speed is about to finish up. And once it does, we can turn back around and deal with this Reaper. 1 second away. We go for the surround. Epic trying to get the hell out of here, but ooh. Should be shut down. Nice KDA charge. Nice kiting overall. Back at home. Bunker is done. Very important. Hellions are on the way. Thankfully, we're going for a 1-1-1 behind this. The Bane Bust is upon us. And again, we have not seen any of this yet. We don't know how committed. For all we know, it could just be Ling speed. Now, Hellions are going to be crucial here. They do so much to the Ling Bane. They do confirm. Banelings have been confirmed. We do pull back instantly. Pulling back behind the wall. And the Banelings, they're not going to be wasted on the depot. Sorry, on the bunker. They're going to be spent on the depot, on the reactor as well. And Hellions, they're flooding on in. And we're going for the Banelings. Can we focus them down? No! They're getting into the mineral line. And we're going to get some big connections as well. Oh! Ooh, we take down 9 SCVs already. The boys have to be pulled, and SCVs are falling left and right. Another Baneling rolls in. And it looks like there's just too much here. We get into the middle line. We focus down every single worker. There's one cyclone. It's not going to be enough. GG gets called, and 3 points will tie up the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. And again, when it comes to Epic there, I understand the logic when it comes to keeping the Reaper back at home, just to make sure that your CC isn't delayed, but the risk you take is that you don't see if it's a Bane Bust, or it could have even been a Roach Rush, and we could have seen a similar scenario even with Roaches and Ravagers as well. The fact that the Reaper was kept at home did mean that anything could be coming, and he just was not ready for it. Did go for a safety bunker, which helped, but as we saw, was not enough. And 3-point did snowball out of control. If he was aware of the Bane Bust, we probably would have seen not the bunker on the low ground, but a bunker on the high ground instead. Would have had a secondary wall behind the depots, just so even if the Banelings did bust through the depot wall, there'd be another wall behind it to be spent on. Hellions, of course, behind that. And yeah, we would have seen a much more stronger defense there. But again, Epic was in the dark. And now we're getting into game number 2. Sorry, game number 3. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Solaris, we have the American Terran player representing Storm Gaming, forced into the ace match, looking to fight back. It is Epic. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the purple Zerg player from the land of South Korea, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is 3-point. Here we go. Time to get some food. Enjoy your stream. Lurking mode. Oh. Enjoy your food, Papi. Enjoy your food. Have a good time, Papi. Have a good time. As 3-point is going to be going for a hatch first. Is going to be going for this time, a much more standard hatch gas pool opener. Everything is on the up and up. Epic should be going for the same opener himself, going for a Rax Expand with an SCV Scout. This time when the SCV gets across the map, we will confirm the hatchery. We'll confirm the hatchery timing, that everything is looking normal from the side of 3-point. Here we go. As we are going to be settling into what seems to be a normal game, but I did mention before that threepoint is arguably the cheesiest Zerg player in all of South Korea. And in saying that, even though the opener is standard, we can still go for some roach aggression. I mean, we saw it in game 1. We saw a 3-base roach all in, basically, at a 3-point in game 1. And we could see something similar here on Solaris as well. Or we could go in a different direction. 2-base meter on the table. There is a lot on the table here as the SCV Scout is going to be coming in. And we confirm the hatch first. This time the SCV races back home. We've seen all we need to. Reaper's moving out. No reason to keep the Reaper back at home either. So, yeah, so far, really nice scouts. Really good reaction out of Epic. Going to be able to settle into our next game. Third base is being taken, and the Reaper, last time the Reaper was able to get 2 drone kills. We'll see if we can make some magic happen once again as, ooh, 3-point this time invest into 6 lings, not just 4. So the standard investment is 4 lings, but looks like 3-point he's respecting this Reaper of Epic, and he did over-invest, or he invested a little bit harder. 2 lings go down though. Pretty good trade so far. Pretty good trade from our Terran player. Oh, he wants that tumor. He wants the tumor, Pop. Can he get it? Ah. He's going to pull back behind this. We do see Epic getting into, once again, a 1-1-1 opener. Okay. You have my attention. So once again, he's going for a delayed 3rd TC. He's going to be making an abundance of Hellions, and I imagine a Banshee behind this, going for an add-on swap with Banshee Hellion. His goal is to try to pull apart 3-point, get into a mineral line, and roast up some drones. Last game, I believe he killed 17 drones in total. He was able to just get out of control with his harass and set himself up for success, to be honest. Set himself up for, yeah, really solid game 1. I mean, I say solid. Really solid position in game 1. Things got chaotic, don't get me wrong. Things got chaotic afterwards, but the early game was good. It's good from Epic. Borderline epic, if you will. Meanwhile, oh my god, this is a sub 4-minute lair. Around a 3-minute 45 lair timing, very early here for 3-point, and this could be a couple of different things. If we take a second gas geyser, this could be a 2-base Ling Queen Nidus all-in. I'm feeling a Nidus all-in. Otherwise, if we take a 3rd and 4th gas alongside the 2nd, this could be 2-base Muta. But with all these links amassing, it's got to be Ling Queen Nidus all in. Again, the Overlord is in position. Epic at the same time trying to go for a bit of a counterattack, trying to find a way in. Banshees are on the way. We're going for a 3rd CC behind this. I think I favor Epic's position, I'll be honest. Just because this is not a 3cc. So Ling Queen Nidus all-ins are designed to punish 3cc openers, but this is a 1-1-1 into a 3rd CC. So Epic is going to have additional units. There we go. There's an Nidus on the way. At the natural, so far we have not scouted. We do have a Marine patrolling in the main base. Hellions are looking for a dive. Oh my god, they have to be so careful not to be surrounded. But we have not seen the Nidus yet. Overlord is coming in. Overlord is coming into the main base. We have a massive amount of queens. How many queens in total? 7 queens, soon to be 10 queens. And 32, soon to be 40 lings available as well. The Hellions will dip into the mineral line, but the lings, oh, they do threaten them. Nidus is on the way. Epic, he's pulling back. He's racing back home, pulling the boys as well, but it could be too late. We only have 1 Marine. Only a single Marine here to work with. Cyclone's on the way, and Marauder as well. The Nidus is going to finish. The Queens pop out. Oh my god, and again, Epic out of position. Took a little bit too long to realize what was going on, forcing a cancel in the production. And we have established ourselves. Creep is spreading. Additional Cyclones are on the way. Again, barely any Marines though. Good positioning so far with these Hellions. So far, good positions. We are cleaning up the lings at least. But what about the Queens? What about those Queens here? Marauders are barely coming out. We have our Cyclone. We should be able to bring down one of these. That's going to be a kill on the starport. Oh, we got to surround on the Cyclone as well. We do get surrounded. Boys are being pulled. Lings, they come in from behind. They eviscerate the mineral line. and it looks like it's just too much. It looks like Epic wasn't able to scout this ahead of time, wasn't able to be back at him in position, and we are snowballing out of control. 3-point has done it. 47 SCVs go down. The Queens, they still transfuse. They refuse to go down. The Hellions are doing what they can, but again, there's no answer for the Queens. Not anymore. As we have taken control of the main base. Hellbats are waddling in. We were going for a Hellbat push, I guess. But GG gets called, and 3-point will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. Again, 3-point, the cheesiest Zerg player in South Korea, and always entertaining to watch. Very committed with his all-in there, going for the Link Queen Nidus all-in. Unfortunately, because of the rush distance by ground on Solaris, by the time Epic realized what was happening, it took him far too long to race back home with those Hellions, and he could not stop that Nidus. Could not stop that Nidus in the end, and with that, 3-point does advance on in the bracket. And do we have any results? That is the question. Do we have any results coming in as we do switch our scenes over